So far, we've made our character move, follow instructions, and react to us. But right now, it's still a bit like brain dead. In this video, we're going to give our Scratch character the ability to make decisions. So a quick recap, we have been able, in the last few videos, to make our character move. We've used motion blocks for this. I've made it react to the mouse. So when the mouse is closer, it moves away. And if it's too close, it makes a noise and says something. Today, we're building on that, not starting from scratch. And by the end of this video, your character will react differently depending on what happens, make simple decisions, and feel much more like a real game character. So this is where Scratch really starts to feel like real coding. At the heart of this is something called a conditional. All this means is if something happens, then something else happens. And I've mentioned this in previous videos. So in Control, we have these here, these if-then statements. So this means that if, where we put in here, happens, then do something. Scratch makes it really visual, which is why it's so good for beginners. So let's start simple by reacting to the mouse. I've got my forever. I'm going to add in Control an if-then statement. And then in this hexagon here, I'm going to go to sensing. I'm going to touching mouse pointer. So it means if the mouse pointer is being touched, then I'm going to go to looks. It's going to say hello for 1 second. Now watch this, we can test it out. So when my mouse goes over my sprite, my character, it says hello for 1 second. And I can swipe it across. Whenever it touches the mouse, it says hello for 1 second. It reacts. That's decision making. Now let's level this up slightly. So if I change this, and I use the other one, so I go to Control, if, something then, and else, go back to sensing, adding in touching mouse pointer. So if it's touching mouse pointer, it's going to react one way. So let's say, keep it with saying hello for 1 second. But if it's not touching the mouse, I wanted to do something else. And I might say, let's say think. I wonder where the mouse is. We can do that for 1 second too. And this is the foundation of games, quizzes, and interactive projects. So all we're going to do is then we're going to test this out. So now it's thinking, I wonder where the mouse is. Let's do that forever. And then as soon as my mouse touches it, hello. And I could change that from hello to something else. There it is. So now I do it, get close, touches it. There it is. I wonder where the mouse is. Like I said, this is the foundation of games, quizzes, and interactive projects. Now, this is the part where copying stops and thinking starts. So try changing what the character's saying, like I did, how it moves. So is it going to move away from you, like in previous project, or will it react in a different way? Like, what is it reacting to? Is it reacting to you touching it? Is it reacting to a key being pressed, a movement? So you can change what this is. It's touching the edge or another character. You can have lots of fun with this. There's no wrong version here. This is where you can do what you want with a project and make it your own. And like I said, everything you see in games, jumping, scoring points, winning, losing, is built from this exact idea, this if-then statement here. That is the fundamental of all games. And that's all it really are. It's choices. And it lets characters make choices. In the next video, the final one of this restart series that I've been doing, we're going to bring everything together. We'll add a simple goal, a clear outcome, and turn this into a mini interactive project. If this helped, give it a like so I know to keep these beginner scratch videos coming. And if you're following along, let me know in the comments what you made. I actually read them. I love the suggestions that some people have left for me to do in future videos, and I might do them. But for now, I hope this has been helpful.